You're standing in front of a huge, glowing door. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. Your heart's racing, torn between excitement and fear. This moment feels important, like your whole life has been leading up to it. Remember all those times you almost made it, but things didn't work out? Those weren't failures. They were lessons, making you stronger for this very moment. Suddenly, a gentle voice speaks in your mind. It calls you the chosen one. Sounds crazy, right? But somehow it feels true. Look around, everything's different here. The air sparkles, the ground hums. It's like the world itself is cheering you on. This door, it's your gateway to success, but you've got to make the next move. No one else can do it for you. You're here for a reason. All your past experiences have prepared you for this. It's time to trust yourself. What will you do? The choice is yours. This could be the moment that changes everything. Don't let fear stop you. Your next step might just unlock the success you've always dreamed of. As you take your first step towards the door, the world around you shifts. Suddenly, you're not just standing there anymore. You're seeing flashes of your own life, like a movie playing at super speed. There's you as a kid, dreaming big dreams. You in school, facing your first big challenge, your first job, your first heartbreak, your first real win. All these moments rush by, reminding you of how far you've come. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You see the times you stumbled, the opportunities you missed, the days when giving up seemed like the only option. It's like the universe is showing you your whole journey, the good and the bad. As these memories swirl around you, something weird happens. Each memory, even the tough ones, starts glowing. It's like they're all pieces of a puzzle, coming together to make you who you are right now. The voice in your head speaks again, louder this time. You are the chosen one, it says. Not because you're perfect, but because you're perfectly you. Every win, every loss, every laugh, every tear, it all matters. You feel a warmth spreading through you. It's not just confidence, it's like you're connecting with something bigger than yourself. The air around you hums with energy, and for a second, you swear you can see threads of light linking you to the world around you. As the flashbacks fade, you find yourself back in front of the door. But now it doesn't seem so scary. In fact, it looks inviting, like it's been waiting just for you all this time. You realize something important. Success isn't about being better than everyone else. It's about being the best version of yourself. And right now, standing here, you're ready to become that person. The door seems to pulse, almost like it's alive. You know that beyond it lies challenges, growth, and yes, success. But it's not going to open itself. You've got to make the choice to step forward, to embrace whatever comes next. So what's it going to be, chosen one? Are you ready to unlock your true potential? The next move is yours, and it could change everything. Take a deep breath, trust yourself, and reach for that door handle. Your future is waiting on the other side. As you reach for the door, something unexpected happens. The smooth surface ripples like water, and suddenly you're face to face with yourself. But it's not quite you. This mirror image looks tired, doubtful, almost ready to give up. Who are you kidding, your reflection seems to say. You're not special, you're not chosen, you're just you. For a moment, doubt creeps in. Maybe this was all a mistake. Maybe you should turn back. But then you notice something. Behind your reflection, you see all the people who've believed in you. Family, friends, mentors. They're smiling, nodding, urging you on. You take a deep breath and look your reflection in the eye. You're right, you say. I am just me, but that's exactly who I need to be. As you speak, your reflection starts to change. The doubt fades, replaced by a growing confidence. You realize this isn't just a mirror, it's a test. The door isn't just testing your strength, but your self-belief. You place your hand on the surface, and this time, your reflection does the same. There's a flash of light, and you feel a surge of energy course through you. The mirror fades, leaving only the door once again. But now, you stand taller. Your doubts haven't disappeared completely. That wouldn't be real. Instead, you've accepted them as part of who you are. and you've chosen to move forward anyway. The voice returns, warm and proud. The first step to unlocking your potential, it says, is recognizing your own worth. You've passed the mirror of self-doubt. You've faced yourself and come out stronger. As the door begins to shimmer, preparing for your next challenge, you feel ready. Whatever comes next, you know you can handle it. Your journey is just beginning, but you've already grown. The path to success isn't about being fearless. It's about being brave enough to face your fears and keep going. What will the next challenge be? Only one way to find out. Take another step forward, chosen one. Your adventure is just getting started. The door vanishes, and you find yourself at the edge of a massive chasm. Stretching out before you are multiple bridges, each one unique. Some look sturdy and safe, others risky but exciting. The catch? You can only see the first few steps of each bridge, the rest fades into mist. Your heart races. How are you supposed to choose? You've always relied on careful planning, weighing pros and cons. But here, logic alone won't cut it. The voice whispers, "Trust your gut. Your intuition knows more than you think." You close your eyes, taking deep breaths. As you do, you feel a subtle pull towards one of the bridges. It's not the safest looking one, but something about it feels right. With each step onto the bridge, more of the path reveals itself. The mist parts, showing glimpses of challenges and opportunities ahead. You realize this isn't just about crossing a gap, it's about choosing your future. Halfway across, the bridge starts to sway, panic rises in your throat, but then you notice something incredible. Streams of light are flowing from your body, steadying the bridge. The more you trust yourself, the stronger the connection grows. You reach the other side, exhilarated. The voice returns. "Well done. You've crossed the bridge of decision. Remember, sometimes the right path isn't the obvious one." Looking back, you see the other bridges fading away. You've made your choice for better or worse, but instead of fear, you feel a sense of freedom. You trusted yourself, and it paid off. The cosmic energy around you pulses brighter now, almost like it's applauding. You've taken a big step forward, not just physically, but in your journey of self-discovery. As the landscape shifts again, preparing for your next challenge, you stand a little taller. You're starting to understand what being the chosen one really means. It's not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to make choices and own them. What's next on this wild ride? You're not sure, but you're ready to face it. Bring it on, universe. You've got this. After the excitement of the bridge, everything goes quiet. You find yourself in a peaceful garden. It's beautiful, but something feels off. The flowers look familiar. Wait, are those moments from your life? You spot a memory of your first big failure, a wilted flower in the corner. Next to it, a bright bloom represents a proud achievement. It hits you. This garden is your life, growing all around you. The voice chimes in, softer now. Take a moment. Reflect on your journey. As you walk, you notice how some painful memories have led to beautiful growth nearby. That job you didn't get? It led you to an even better opportunity. The relationship that ended? It taught you what you really need in a partner. You reach out to touch a flower, and suddenly you're reliving that moment. It's intense, but not overwhelming. You're seeing your past with new eyes, understanding how each experience shaped you. In the center of the garden, there's a small pool. You peer in, expecting to see your reflection. Instead, you see yourself as you could be, confident, successful, radiating positive energy. It's not a distant dream anymore. It feels possible, real. The garden starts to glow softly. You realize the energy isn't just around you now. It's coming from within you, too. Every memory, good or bad, has contributed to your power. As the scene begins to fade, the voice returns. You've navigated the garden of reflection. Understanding your past is key to unlocking your future. You feel different now, lighter but also stronger. You've made peace with your journey, seeing how every step led you here. The garden disappears and you're back on the path. But now you're not just walking, you're glowing with inner light. You're ready for whatever comes next. carrying the wisdom of your past and the potential of your future. Bring on the next challenge. You're not just facing it, you're embracing it. Just as you're getting used to your new glow, the path ahead twists and turns. Suddenly, you're facing a massive, ever-shifting maze. This is the labyrinth of past regrets, and it's not messing around. As you step in, the walls whisper your doubts. Remember when you gave up on your dream? What if you'd taken that other job? The maze is tricky, changing with every step, just like how regrets can keep you going in circles. But something's different this time. Instead of getting stuck in these thoughts, you're seeing them clearly for what they are. Just thoughts, not facts. That time you messed up that big presentation? Now you see how it made you a better public speaker. The relationship you thought was the one. It taught you what you really need in a partner. You reach a dead end, but instead of frustration, you feel a spark of inspiration. You place your hand on the wall and it melts away, showing a new path. You're not just navigating the maze, you're reshaping it. Each failure you face becomes a stepping stone. You're not erasing your past, you're making peace with it. The voice chimes in. Your past doesn't define you, it refines you. As you near the center of the labyrinth, you feel stronger, lighter. The walls that once trapped you now seem to bow away, recognizing your growth. You're not the same person who entered this maze. In the heart of the labyrinth, you find a mirror. But this time, your reflection smiles back, radiating confidence. You've done it. You've faced your regrets and come out stronger. The maze dissolves and you're back on your path, but now it's brighter, clearer. You're not just moving forward, you're moving forward with purpose. The voice sounds proud. You've conquered the labyrinth of past regrets. Remember, every wrong turn led you to who you are now. You stand taller, your inner light shining brighter than ever. What's next? Bring it on. You're ready to turn any challenge into an opportunity for growth. As you bask in the glow of conquering the labyrinth, the scene shifts again. This time, you're in a misty clearing. Out of nowhere, a figure appears. It's your childhood hero. No, wait. Now it looks like your favorite teacher. The form keeps changing, but the wise, kind eyes remain the same. Well done, chosen one, the figure says, voice familiar yet new. You've come far, but your greatest test is yet to come. You're bursting with questions, but the mentor holds up a hand. Success isn't a destination, they say. It's a journey of constant growth. The door you seek, it's always been within you. The mentor circles you, their form shifting between people who've inspired you. You've faced your doubts, trusted your intuition, and made peace with your past. But are you ready to embrace uncertainty? You furrow your brow. Hasn't this whole journey been uncertain? The mentor chuckles, reading your thoughts. True growth happens when you step into the unknown, fully aware that you don't have all the answers. They point to the path ahead, now shrouded in mist. Your final challenge awaits. Remember, the key to unlocking your potential isn't in knowing everything. It's in being open to anything. You nod, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. The mentor places a hand on your shoulder, their touch surprisingly warm and real. You've always had the power within you, they say. Now it's time to fully embrace it. Trust yourself, chosen one. The universe believes in you. With a wink, the mentor fades away, leaving you alone on the path. But you don't feel alone. You feel connected to something bigger, ready to face whatever comes next. Taking a deep breath, you step into the mist. The final test awaits, and with it, the door to your true potential. You don't know exactly what's coming, but for the first time, that uncertainty feels thrilling rather than scary. Bring it on, you think. You're ready to unlock your destiny. The mist clears, and there it is, the massive door you saw at the beginning of your journey. But now, it's different. It pulses with energy, almost alive. As you approach, you feel a pull, like the door is calling to you. You reach out, but just before you touch it, you freeze. A wave of doubt hits you. What if you're not ready? What if what's behind the door is too much to handle? The voice speaks, gentle but firm. This is it, chosen one, your moment of truth. You realize the final challenge isn't about solving a puzzle or beating an obstacle. It's about letting go. Letting go of the need to know everything, to control everything. It's about embracing uncertainty. Your hand shakes as you reach for the door again. Images flash through your mind. All the challenges you've faced, the growth you've experienced. You've come so far. As your fingers touch the door, something incredible happens. Energy surges through you. It's not painful but intense. You feel like you're glowing from the inside out. You see yourself changing, transforming. Old fears and limitations fall away. You're becoming more you, the best version of yourself. The door begins to open, slow at first, then faster. Light pours out, so bright you have to shield your eyes. When you look again, you're stunned. Instead of a single path or prize, you see countless opportunities stretching out before you. It's a landscape of potential, full of paths you never even imagined. You step through, feeling a rush of excitement and peace. You did it. You unlocked the door to your potential. But this isn't the end, it's a new beginning. You turn back to the doorway, now seeing both sides. You realize you can help others find their way here too. The voice speaks one last time. Remember, chosen one. Success isn't about reaching a destination. It's about continuing to grow, to challenge yourself, to embrace the unknown. Your journey is just beginning. With a smile, you turn to the new horizon. You're ready for whatever comes next. After all, you're the chosen one, chosen by yourself to become the best you can be. What will your next move be? You take a deep breath, feeling the energy of this new world coursing through you. It's overwhelming, but in a good way. You're not just looking at opportunities, you're part of them. Suddenly, you realize you're not alone. Other people are here too, each standing in front of their own doors. Some look confused, others excited. You recognize that look. It's how you felt at the start of your journey. Without thinking, you walk up to someone who seems stuck. "Hey," you say, surprised by the confidence in your voice. "Need a hand?" As you start chatting, sharing your experience, something magical happens. Your story seems to resonate with them. You see a spark of understanding in their eyes. More people gather around, drawn by your words. You're not just telling your story, you're helping them see their own potential. It feels right, like this is part of why you're here. You notice your hands are glowing softly, leaving trails of light as you gesture. Every word you speak seems to light up the space around you. You're not just sharing your story, you're sharing your energy, your growth. Looking around, you see others doing the same. This place isn't just about individual success, it's about lifting each other up. The real power comes from connection, from helping others unlock their own doors. As you talk, you feel yourself growing even more. Each person you help makes you stronger, wiser. You realize that this, helping others, is the true key to continued success and fulfillment. The landscape shifts and changes with each interaction, revealing new paths and possibilities. You understand now that success isn't a fixed point. It's an ever-evolving journey. You smile, feeling truly at peace for the first time. You're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you're meant to do. And the best part? This is just the beginning. What amazing adventures await in this new world. You can't wait to find out. As you're helping others, something unexpected happens. The world around you starts to blur and suddenly you're back in your everyday life. But everything feels different. You're sitting at your desk, or maybe you're on the bus or walking down a familiar street. At first you think it was all just a dream, but then you notice you're glowing. Not literally, but there's an energy about you that wasn't there before. You look around and see people going about their day. They look just like the ones standing in front of their doors in that other world. And that's when it hits you. This is where the real work begins. Your phone buzzes. It's a message from a friend who's going through a tough time. Before, you might have sent a quick hang in there text, but now you feel a pull to do more. You call them, really listen. and share some of what you've learned. It's not about having all the answers, but about being there, supporting their journey. At work, you notice a coworker struggling with a project. Instead of keeping your head down, you reach out. You share your experience, not as someone who's made it, but as someone who's also on a journey. Your words seem to have a new weight to them, inspiring confidence. As the day goes on, you realize the magic door wasn't just in that otherworldly place. It's everywhere, in every interaction, every choice to step up and make a difference. You catch your reflection in a window and see that person you glimpsed on the other side of the door, confident, radiating positive energy. But now you understand, that person isn't some future version of you. It's who you are right now when you choose to embrace your potential. The day ends, and as you're falling asleep, you hear that familiar voice one last time. Remember, chosen one, every day is a new chance to unlock doors, for yourself and for others. Your journey never truly ends. It just keeps evolving. You drift off with a smile, excited for what tomorrow might bring. After all, you're the chosen one, chosen by yourself every day to make a difference in your world. What door will you unlock next? As you wake up the next morning, that sense of purpose is still with you. You get ready for your day, but everything feels different. Your ordinary routine now seems full of possibility. On your way to work, you notice things you've never seen before. The barista's tired smile, a stranger's worried frown, a kid's excited bounce. You realize these are all doors waiting to be unlocked. You decide to start small. You compliment the barista, making her day a little brighter. You hold the door for the worried-looking stranger, offering a kind word. You high-five the bouncing kid, feeding their excitement. Each interaction leaves you feeling more energized. It's like you're collecting little sparks of light, building your inner glow. At work, you tackle that project you've been putting off. It's still challenging, but now you see it as a chance to grow, not just a chore. You surprise yourself with new ideas and solutions. During lunch, a coworker mentions a community problem they're passionate about. Before, you might have just nodded politely. Now you find yourself brainstorming ways to help. You realize you have skills and connections that could make a real difference. As the day goes on, you notice others responding to your energy. People seem more open, more willing to share. You're creating a ripple effect without even trying. Heading home, you're tired, but in a good way. You've stretched yourself, grown a little, helped others do the same. You realize that this is what success feels like. Not a single big achievement, but a series of small victories and connections. You fall asleep excited for tomorrow. You don't know exactly what it'll bring, but you know you're ready for it. Every day is a new adventure, a new chance to unlock potential, in yourself and in the world around you. The voice whispers one last time, "Keep going, chosen one. Your greatest adventures are still to come." And you know deep in your heart that it's true. This is just the beginning of your incredible journey. As days turn into weeks, you start to notice bigger changes. That project at work, it's not just done, it's a hit. Your boss is impressed, and you're being considered for new opportunities. But it's not just work. Your relationships are deeper. Friends comment on how you really listen now, how you seem to know just what to say. Family dinners are livelier, filled with real conversations instead of small talk. You've started volunteering for that cause your coworker mentioned. It's challenging, but incredibly rewarding. You're making a real difference and it feels amazing. One day you're giving a presentation. As you speak, you notice everyone's really engaged. You're not just sharing information, you're inspiring people. Afterwards, a colleague approaches you. "How do you do it?" they ask. "You seem so confident, so purposeful." You smile, remembering your journey. "It's a choice," you say. "Every day I choose to see the potential in myself and others. Want me to show you how?" As you start sharing your experiences, you see that familiar spark in their eyes. You realize you're not just unlocking your own potential anymore. You're helping others find their keys too. That night, as you reflect on how far you've come, you feel a deep sense of satisfaction. But it's not the end. There's still so much to learn. So many ways to grow. You think about all the doors still waiting to be opened. In your career, your relationships, your community. It's exciting, not overwhelming. Because now you know you've got the key. And every door you open makes you stronger, wiser, more connected. You're not just the chosen one anymore. You're choosing, every day, to be the best version of yourself. And in doing so, you're helping others do the same. As you drift off to sleep, you smile. Tomorrow's another day, another chance to unlock something amazing. You can't wait to see what's next. Months have passed and your life has transformed in ways you never imagined. That small ripple you started has turned into a wave of positive change. At work, you've been promoted to lead a new initiative. It's not just about climbing the corporate ladder. You're creating a culture of growth and support. Your team is thriving, inspired by your leadership. Remember that community project? It's grown beyond your wildest dreams. What started as a small group of volunteers has become a movement. You're speaking at events, sharing your story, and inspiring others to take action. Your personal life is richer too. Relationships that were once surface level are now deep and meaningful. You've reconnected with old friends and made new ones who share your passion for growth. One day, you're invited to speak at a conference. As you stand on stage looking out at the sea of faces, you're struck by how far you've come. You're not nervous. You're excited to share your journey. You start your speech with a simple question. What if I told you that you're all chosen ones? The room goes quiet. You can feel the energy, the potential, buzzing in the air. As you share your story, the challenges, the growth, the transformations, you see recognition in their eyes. They're not just listening, they're seeing themselves in your words. You end with a challenge. Your next move could unlock the door to success, not just for you, but for everyone around you. What will you choose? As you step off stage, people crowd around you, eager to share their own stories, to ask for advice. You listen, you encourage, you connect. This, you realize, is your true success. Not just growing yourself, but helping others grow too. That night, as you're falling asleep, you hear that familiar voice one last time. Well done, chosen one. But remember, this isn't the end. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. You smile, excited for what tomorrow might bring. Because now you know, every day is a chance to choose greatness, to unlock new potential, to make a difference. And you're ready for it all. As the sun rises on a new day, you're filled with a sense of excited anticipation. Your journey has taken you so far, but you know there's still more to discover. You start your morning routine, but it's anything but routine. Each action is intentional, charged with purpose. As you get ready, you think about the people you'll meet today, the challenges you'll face, the opportunities to make a difference. On your way to work, you stop at your favorite coffee shop. The barista greets you by name, her smile genuine. You notice a new employee looking nervous on their first day. You strike up a conversation, sharing a bit of your own journey. By the time you leave, the newbie is standing a little taller, more confident. At the office, there's a buzz in the air. Your team is gathered around, excitedly discussing a new project. It's ambitious, maybe even a little scary. But as you join the conversation, you feel that familiar spark. This isn't just a challenge, it's a chance to push boundaries, to unlock new potential. You guide the discussion, not by dominating, but by asking questions, encouraging everyone to share their ideas. You watch as your colleagues light up, building on each other's thoughts. This, you realize, is what true leadership looks like. As the day progresses, you face obstacles, a tight deadline, a disagreement with a partner company, unexpected budget cuts. But instead of stress, you feel alive. Each problem is a puzzle to solve, a chance to grow stronger. You reach out to your network, tapping into the connections you've built. Ideas flow, solutions emerge. You're not just solving problems, you're creating opportunities. At lunch, you meet with a mentee. As you listen to their struggles and triumphs, you see a reflection of your past self. You share insights, not as someone who has all the answers, but as a fellow traveler on this journey of growth. The afternoon flies by in a whirlwind of creativity and collaboration. Before you know it, it's time to head home. But your day isn't over yet. You have a community meeting tonight. As you enter the room, you're greeted with warm smiles and eager faces. These people, once strangers, are now partners in making your city a better place. As the meeting unfolds, ideas spark and plans take shape. You're not just dreaming of a better future. You're actively creating it, one step at a time. Finally home, you sink into your favorite chair, tired but deeply satisfied. You think about all the lives you touched today, all the potential you helped unlock, in others and in yourself. As you drift off to sleep, you smile. Tomorrow is a new day, full of possibilities, and you can't wait to see what doors you'll unlock next. As you stand at the threshold of your new life, the world around you seems to blur and shift. Suddenly, you're seeing flashes of other people's journeys, their own moments of transformation. There's a young artist hesitant to share her work. You see her take a deep breath, step into a gallery, and watch as her paintings light up the room, literally glowing with the same energy you've come to know. Next, there's a businessman, trapped in a cycle of stress and unfulfillment. In a blink, he's leaving his office, starting a non-profit that brings joy to his eyes and purpose to his step. A student struggling with self-doubt appears. You watch as she raises her hand in class, voice shaking at first, then growing stronger as she shares an idea that captivates her peers. An elderly man feeling isolated and forgotten suddenly reaches out to volunteer. His wisdom touches lives, and you see the years melt away as he finds new purpose. A community torn by disagreement comes into view. You witness people from opposing sides sitting down, really listening to each other for the first time. Slowly, understanding grows, and solutions bloom where there was once only conflict. These visions flash by faster now. A child overcoming a fear, a couple rekindling their love, a team achieving the impossible. Each scene pulses with that familiar energy, each person glowing as they unlock their own potential. As the montage fades, you find yourself back in the present, but you're not the same person who started this journey. You're connected now, to yourself, to others, to the vast potential that exists in every moment. You realize that your story is just one thread in a much larger tapestry. Every time someone chooses growth over fear, compassion over indifference, action over apathy, the whole world transforms a little. As you step forward into your new life, you carry with you not just your own light, but the reflected glow of countless others. Your journey continues, but now you know you're part of something much bigger than yourself. And that knowledge, it's the greatest unlock of all.